What's going on YouTube? Johnny here, back with another video for you guys today. And as I mentioned in the last video, 'tis the season, so we're continuing the tradition here. And today's episode will be making some holiday toffee. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the baking. And as always guys, I hope everyone's been doing well and you had a great week. Now as far as the ingredients for the toffee, so I went ahead and started and just did a little mini prep. But we have our butter, brown sugar, almonds, and then we have our chocolate of choice, and we're using milk chocolate. And then we have our saltine crackers. We have our tray that's lined with aluminum foil. And then what we'll do is we'll spray. We're using olive oil. So we'll just spray the lining of the foil. That's good. And then for the first part, what we'll do, we're just gonna roughly chop the almonds. So this is what we're going with. So that's good to go. So I'll lay that off to the side. And then up next, we'll go ahead and lay the saltine crackers on the tray. And the thing is, you want to do the salted side of the cracker up. So this is what it looks like, and you can tell the difference. So bottom side, upwards facing. So here we go. We'll line it like that. And then you just want to make sure they're nice and compact, and there's not like gaps or anything in between them. But yeah, guys, hopefully you're looking forward to the holidays, and let me know down below in the comments if you're traveling anywhere to go see your family or with your family. Let me know where you're going. And it's always a great time of year, and just hanging out with family and enjoying a bunch of different foods. And one of my favorite things is all of the different holiday treats. So that's why I love making these videos, and especially love eating all the different kind of treats. So gotta watch the weight though. I gotta go do the walking outside. So like I said, we're just gonna line the tray. So I'll see you guys when we wrap up here. Alright guys, as you can see, this is what the tray is looking like. And for the final border right here, what you can do is you can just crack pieces of the saltine cracker, and then you can just line them in. And what you want to do is you want to aim for half, cracking the cracker in half. Sometimes you can't get it exactly like that, but something like that will do. And we'll just go all the way down to make sure that the entire tray is covered and that none of the crackers are overlapping each other or anything like that. So I'll go ahead and finish this up. Alright guys, so as I was saying, here we go. And don't worry, the finishing touches for that final corner piece right here. So this is like a game of Tetris. So that's good to go. So now we'll move on over to the stove. So what we'll do is we'll put this on a medium heat. Make sure that's centered. And then, like I said, butter and brown sugar. We'll dump that in together. And what we'll do is we'll let this come to a boil on medium heat is important because you don't want it to burn. So once it starts bubbling and boiling, and then we'll keep mixing around, you'll just want it to keep dissolving properly and stirring so it doesn't burn, because this is the most important part. So we'll let that go on medium heat until it's time to start stirring, and as you can see, it's already going. And then we'll slowly incorporate everything as it melts. So I will see you then. All right, and as you can see, it's starting to melt. So like I said, you just want to keep stirring everything around, and we'll probably lower the heat a bit because we just don't want it to burn. But yeah, that's a quick little update and how we're currently looking, and that'll continue to do its thing. So I'll see you guys then. All right guys, as you can see, it is all melted, and you can start seeing the little bubbles forming. So we'll just let this continue to heat up and do its thing, and stirring occasionally, so that way it just doesn't burn. So I'll see you guys in the next bit. Alright guys, so it is time. So I'm just giving it one final stir to incorporate everything. And you want to work quick when it comes to this because it'll set pretty easily. So you just want to pour over everything, and as I said, work as quickly as possible. So what we'll do, get this out, and we'll start spreading the toffee. And like I said, moving kind of quick because you don't want it to set. Just moving quickly. So I'll see you guys when we finish this bit. Alright guys, so as you can see, we're good to go. So yeah, that's a very important part. So now we'll move on to putting the that's hot. Don't burn yourself, and you want to be extra careful with sugar as well, because not only will it burn, but it'll stick. But we'll put this in the oven for about 3 to 5 minutes, just to help solidify everything. But we'll keep an eye on it. All right, guys. So as you see the bubbling like that, whoa, don't stick the camera's gonna cook, man. My goodness. We want to cook the toffee, not the camera, or bake. But the bubbling like that means it's done. So what we'll do is, I'll probably use 2 hands. I don't want to lose the toffee after all that hard work, you know. So do that, and we'll bring this out and lay this down here. And there we go. So what we'll do now is we'll add chocolate. And again, we're using milk chocolate. And you can use whatever toppings you want. I've seen like mini M&Ms. I don't know, different kind of nuts. We're using almonds, but it just really depends on what you prefer. So with this, you just want to sprinkle the chocolate. And you want to do it while it's hot because this will help melt the chocolate. And if for whatever reason the chocolate doesn't melt properly, you can always stick it back in the oven for, I'd say, just not even more than a minute because the chocolate could burn pretty easily. Alright guys, so I just ended up deciding to add the rest of the bag of chocolate chips since there weren't that many left. So this is what we're looking like, and we'll just let that sit. And as you can see, some of them are beginning to melt, so that's a good sign. Alright guys, so we ended up having to put it back in the oven to help expedite the process for the chocolate melting. And you know it's ready when you can smell the chocolate and it looks really glossy. It gives us that glossy look. So what we'll do, we'll just spread the chocolate nice and even all throughout, just like this. And then it'll be time to add the almonds afterwards. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up this bit, and then I'll see you guys then. Alright guys, it's looking good. So we're about to, let me just get one last spot. There we go. So that's good. So now, didn't want that to happen, but whatever. Now it's time to add the almonds. So what we're gonna do for some variety, we're just gonna add almonds on half, so that way we get half with nuts, half without. So you can do whatever you prefer. So we'll just sprinkle these around. All right, and just because we had a little more almonds than I expected, we pushed the halfway point a little further. So it's all good. And for a secret, which this is going on the internet, so don't tell anybody, but a good secret right here is adding sea salt to it. And that's coarse sea salt. So you get a little bit of that nice sweet and salty flavor, and that is, to me, one of the best things out there. And I forgot to say earlier in the video, let me know down in the comments below what are some of your favorite holiday snacks and treats to eat. I'd love any recommendations. As you know here, we're foodies. The camera woman too, foodie. So we love to eat all different kinds of foods and desserts. So definitely let me know down below. But guys, that is that. So now we'll just put this in the fridge and let that cool off. And that'll probably be anywhere from an hour or two. And you just eyeball that from there. And then we'll just snap them off and break them off into different pieces. And then the best time is time to start eating them. So I'll see you guys then. All right, guys, it is time. So as you can see, the final result right here. So now we're just gonna break them into little pieces. So a good way to do this, you can just lift it up, and all it is, there's no rhyme or reason or technique, clearly, but you can just boom, break off pieces like that, and then we'll throw them in the container. And some of it will break off in smaller chunks, in bigger chunks. It just kind of depends what happens, and you can even take a piece like this and break it up then and there. So I'm gonna go ahead and break up the rest of the tray into pieces, and then I'll see you guys in the next bit. All right, guys, here's the final product. So everything is good to go. At first, I tried keeping the pieces with nuts on one side and no nuts on the other, but whatever. You get a pile of it. So, as I said, this is a very easy and simple toffee recipe that you can try, and it's always delicious. Chew quick. I'll skip to the next part because it's rude to chew with my mouth full, or talk with my mouth full. Alright guys, and that's today's video, so I hope you enjoyed it. As always, thank you so much for stopping by, tuning in, and supporting me in this channel. I truly appreciate any and all of your support, so please be sure to click like, subscribe, and hit that notification button so you don't miss when I upload. And I hope you enjoyed the recent videos, well, the last one and this one, of being sweet treats and holiday snacks. As I said, it's one of my favorite times of the year, and I enjoy these snacks, and I have a sweet tooth, so it's always fun baking them. and then of course eating them. That's the favorite part. But yeah, let me know down in the comments below what some of your favorite holiday snacks are. And I hope you guys enjoy the holiday season. And if you're traveling, wishing everybody safe travels, enjoy time with friends, family, and good food. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Peace.